Geralt has said to Yen that the next thing he will do is tell the Baron Sergeant you want to take Uma. And he's going back to Velen, go back to Crow's Perch, but to be frank, I've got so much to do here before I even consider going back to Velen. I'm here, just outside Fjärlund, is it? To take on a contract about a woodland spirit. In the heart of the woods, talk to Sven about the contract on the woodland spirit. So I'm just outside the village. Got some fantastic company here. A gathering of mountain goats. Rams. Maybe. Oh yeah, nice view. Both sides. I've done the usual housekeeping, topped everything back up again, and honestly, I'm looking forward to getting onto another contract. I've just seen Yennefer off. She's gone to go see Amir to check in. But that's gonna go. But hey, that's what she's gonna do. And next time I see her, I imagine, God, it'll be at Kaer. Or maybe before, if I go see the Emperor myself. Though we shall have to see on that front. So, Roach, tuck in, mate. So, where is this Sven? And also, there is quite a lot of vendors here. Hello, mysterious vendor.
When I grow up.
Greetings. You're in luck. Yesterday, Alf Raptus' longship sailed into port, so we've got fresh goods for you.
Fantastic. How about some cards? Ooh, let me see what you have.
Let me see what Hotspur brought in.
The Lonesome World Guide to Pharaoh. Not a very good haul in, I'm afraid. Those guides, I'm just not interested in no fast travel points, to be honest. Never going to use them, am I? And whilst we're here, I may as well get this out of the way. I am aware, and I have marked on the map, that in Hindisfjall, in Larvik, I have left a blacksmith and an armourer who I haven't played Gwent with yet. I've left them there, so I've marked it on the map so I do not forget. So, how about some cards? Can't wait so we can start wagering more amounts, you know? 10 gold at a time, it adds up, but it takes some time to add up.
How about you take a break from hawking? We play cards instead.
Oh, he's pleased. Ooh. Close, that second round. And the first round, but absolutely crushed it there at the end. Cool, thank you very much. You may not have had any wares, but hey, another Gwent card to the collection. So before I get caught up anywhere else, let me find Sven.
This blade's not worth shite if a weak arm swinging it, eh?
Blackberries. Wanted to take some.
This is no time.
We've offended him, Sven.
Whoa.
The woodland spirit seeks revenge. This here is him saying we've strayed from the old paths.
Offended him? The monster's killed 5 already. He doesn't give a rat's arse about paths or tracks or me or you. He's a ploughing beast from the ploughing forest.
Split his ribcage. A strong one, this spirit of yours.
That's so. And who might you be?
I solve problems, Geralt of Rivia, a Witcher. Honestly, this is a Witcher's work by the look of things. The only thing which I have encountered so far which can do that to a man is a Leshen. Though still, it is too early to say.
Geralt, I'm a Witcher.
A killer for hire. What do you seek here?
Saw your notice.
What notice? This village is home to decent folk only. You won't find any work here.
Sure about that? Beast that did this, it's aggressive and incredibly strong. I can help you for a price.
I like this man. Ply your trade, Witcher. I believe we will agree terms.
So, who is this woodland spirit? I mean, I'm guessing it's a Leshen that lives in the forest, but is it essential to your village somehow? Is the druid here who doesn't like me here? Is he one with the old ways or something? It's something to do with it. Who is it?
Who or what is this woodland spirit?
Tell you what, it's not any of your concern.
It's a common beast. Murders any man who ventures into its territory.
Exhaustive as descriptions go. What does this spirit look like? Anyone seen it for themselves?
No man alive has.
Great. Really helpful, all of you.
What do the other victims' bodies look like? How many other victims are there? Why is it taking out its wrath?
Birds pecked apart his entrails. And here, tooth marks. A large dog, a wolf maybe. This the way it always kills?
Only cowards. True warriors. Men with the hearts of predators. The spirit grants them an honorable death.
Looks like we got a tree spirit loyalist. So why is the spirit out for revenge? I take it I'm gonna get a version of events from you, and one from you. One at a time, don't speak over each other.
You said the creature wants revenge. Why? For what?
Our forefathers hunted with spear and knife. This pleased the woodland spirit. He let us live in peace. We never knew hunger.
He killed back then too. He's always killed. How many lads died trying to become hunters? Now, since our hunters died in the war, the beast turned even more bloodthirsty.
We are ungreat. What others buy with gold, we buy with our lifeblood.
We are slaves to fear spread by blind fools like you. These woods are ours. High time we put an end to this beast.
Enough. Well, yeah, enough. I'm probably got to have more private and calm conversations with each of you first. I think the first thing I should probably do is actually, he thinks it's a beast. He thinks it's a spirit essential to the forest and the village. I have to find out what it is from a witcher's perspective and then make a decision based purely on that and the merits of that and of who my paymaster is. So, enough of the spat for now.
I've heard enough. You've got a monster problem, that's clear. Just not sure you want it solved.
Oh, we do. Come see me. We'll figure us a fair price for the beast's head.
Our little talk while I looked over the corpse? Not nearly enough. Need to look around, figure out what I'm up against.
Be not rash, killer. It's not too late to bring back the old ways.
I'll decide what to do. But start collecting coin, just in case.
Right then. Examine the tracks in the woods using your witcher senses and find out what's killing the villagers of Fairland.
On the continent.
What is this?
Got a trail to follow. Wonder where it leads.
You know how every time I potentially may rub up against a Leshen? And how many times I say I absolutely hate Leshens? Yeah. This is another one of those times. You just don't know if there's one just stood in the distance. I would never know. Doesn't exactly fill you with confidence, does it?
Thin and deep cuts, not unlike a razor.
Right. A trap triggered. See, and then you get branch tree formations like this, which is just like, are they normal growths, or are they just leftovers from when the Leshens tried to kill something before? Because they're peculiarly close to the traps. Either way. Something over there. And a circle of sorts. Oh my god.
Smashed bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows.
Noted. Got some beast oil. And yes, this sword now has a very strange glow. I'm not sure what to feel about that. When it calms down like that and it's just a speck on the hilt, fine. When it's bright purple anyway, I don't know. I mean, look at the size of these footprints. Definitely a... It just fits in with the Leshen. It absolutely does. And now I'm going to some kind of druid circle. Well, I suspect it's not a regular druid circle. But the telltale scratches I've seen at other Leshen sites. But you're just not any normal wolf, are you? You're a white wolf. Your friend? You do.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Any more? Just you. Oh, nope, nope. Let him bounding over.
Come on, come closer.
You're diving very slowly for some reason. It's as if I got hard down. Hard? Hear them. Very strange. But yeah, look at these footprints. The footprints and the scratches. I'll put some money on it being a Leshen. But like, how would... That's not a Leshen, that's a... Yeah. Well, like, how would it fit in with being, quote, the old gods, the
Sharpened
old
its
ways?
claws, or just marked off its territory. Leshen. Male. Very old. Damn it. Probably marked one of the villagers.
Marked? Do I have a new entry here? I do. Some monsters are so powerful, local populaces begin worshipping them as gods. Such was the case with the Leshen dwelling in the woods near the Skellige village of Fairland. The elders were absolutely convinced a monster watched over them by defending them from their enemies and training their hunters. The Witcher had his doubts, however. Leshens are mean, self-serving creatures, and the ancient one living in the woods near Fairland was surely no exception. Geralt knew freeing the villagers from their supposed protector's grasp would be no easy task, if he decided to even try. The Leshen known as the Woodland Spirit was so powerful as to have mastered the art of marking. This meant the monster had inserted his essence into one of the residents of Fairland. As long as this unfortunate soul remained alive and near the settlement, the Leshen would always be reborn near its lair. Yet even with the marked one eliminated, killing the Leshen would be no easy task. The monster commanded the obedience of the denizens of the woods. It could thus call on wolves, ravens, or even the trees themselves for help. Luckily, it had a weakness as well. It was vulnerable to fire, that born of the Igni sign in particular. Now, is you an idealist or a moralist here? Straight away you think, oh no, it's marked someone in the village, the marked one. Frankly, it's a little sacrifice at this point. It's, this person's a goner one way or another. There's no point getting caught up in it trying to, make a good life for them or whatever. Whoever it is, whoever they are to whoever else I'm dealing with, they've got to go one way or another. If I'm to take down this woodland spirit. And then again, I also have to make a decision on the Woodland Spirit itself. If I had not come into contact with a Leshen before this point, I'd be willing to entertain and maybe even talk to the Elder of the village about just how they've worshipped the old ways to do with this Woodland Spirit. But I've come across, what, 2 Leshens now? I'm fully aware of what they are. As it says here, they are mean, self-serving creatures. And this, them being the Woodland Spirit, the old ways of the woods, mean and self-serving. Kind of a shame, really. Leshens dwell in dense, primeval woods. Fiercely territorial creatures, they hunt with stealth and cunning as their only companions. They use their inborn magic to control the plants and animals within their territory. And so, when stalking them, half the battle is merely getting near enough to strike. Leshens old enough to know to earn the appellation Ancient wield advanced skills and tactics that make them particularly dangerous. It's a shame, really. I'm gonna be summoning this to fight it. At least that's what I'm feeling right now. Talk to Harold about the Leshen. Talk to Sven about the Leshen. Harold is the old elder, isn't it? I'm gonna go have a natter with him, even though, because I just want to hear his point of view, to be honest. At the end of the day, I'm here to do a job. Which is not to take away the old ways. Bloody, I thought that was a... Scared me half to death. Yeah, not to get rid of the old ways, per se. Just to get rid of a monster. One which it won't be the first time facing its kind. There's dead bodies here. With what? That's what I want to know. Okay, where's Harold? There he is. I wonder if he'd be just as difficult towards me now we're alone. Only one way to find out. You busy?
Didn't have many friends, did he?
Folk aren't willing to look at this kind of death today. But in the past, I remember, I was just a lad. Lugos Hairlip led a raid on our village. Found nothing but silence and fog. I could barely make out my pa and my uncles lying in wait behind the trees. I remember how they hunted down one warrior after another, and once they surrounded Hairlip himself, well, I believe he'd rather have faced the Woodland Spirit.
Your spirit is a very old Leshen. He's dangerous, but I should be able to deal with him.
Rid us of him, yet he's what made us invincible. Turned us into great warriors.
Uh-huh. Your spirit's a monster, plain and simple. Well, it is to me. Might be different to you, of course. You're entitled to your opinion. But, it'd be funny if you call yourself, invincible and great warriors when the young people of the village disagree with you to the point of drawing weapons. I doubt you call yourself invincible and a great warrior then. Your spirit's a monster to me, plain and simple. What do you make of that?
Maybe I wasn't clear. The Woodland Spirit is a monster. Cut with the sword, he'll bleed and die. Like you, like me.
He's much more. Thanks to him, the woods teem with game, and our women bear strong babes. The power of the Woodland Spirit makes us the best hunters in the Isles. True, not every lad who sets out to be a hunter survives the sacred ritual. But aren't witchers made at similar cost?
Not a terrible comparison, but I'd also say, yes, this thing, you know, can get hit and bleed. Is that a hovering head? That's a hovering head. Will it disappear behind the hilt? No, no. Right. Let's just pretend it's not there. But yes, may I liken this Leshen to a parasite, which it takes from its host, yet this one, very unorthodox, also gives to it as well. It justifies its tendency. Yet, tenancies can be revoked.
Back by the tree, you said you know another way to stop the Leshen.
We must return to the old path, restore the old ways, roam the woods with knife and spear, fight on even terms and prove our valor. That would please him. Our ancestors placed the Covenant stone in the woods, laid sacrifices of prized game on it, and thus made a pact. Do as they did. Go south along the brook, submit to the trial by burning a sacrifice of wolves' hearts on the sacred spot.
I'd love to say I don't know yet and walk away. But again, it's a great idea what you're recommending, but it just doesn't work in reality, I'm afraid. I'm here to do a contract, and this isn't even the worst of the conversations I'm going to have yet, because there is a marked one in the village, of which I need to alert the contract giver to, and or maybe the village elder too. Are you the village elder? Or are you just a priest? I just need to find an elderman or something. But Geralt will be plain honest with you and warn you. We're going to kill the Leshen, if you like it or not.
There's no guarantee your method will work, and the risks are great. Probably easier to just kill the Leshen.
If the spirit dies, all game will leave the woods. Our men will lose their strength, and our women will be rendered barren. It will be the end of us all. That was our covenant.
Still better than certain death.
You're not from here. You don't understand. Death is nothing to us. Pride is everything.
Gotta give this some thought. So long.
Game will flee the woods. Women will become barren. You know, I do wonder if, say, Randvik has a tree spirit. Or this place here has a tree spirit. Whether this one down here has a tree spirit. Has that kind of thing. I understand that, you know, you don't often have people come through here. And that your world is only so big, so you can only draw conclusions that are only so big. This is your world here and I'm disrupting it, I understand that, but hey, there is a bigger picture, which some are too set in their ways to appreciate. I don't expect them to appreciate. I'd love to approach the altar. What I love personally about The Witcher is dealing with monsters on these terms. You know, like rituals, talking to them, communicating. I like that instead of just striking them down, but in this case it appears I have to untangle this marked one case and then take it down, which should be no easy task. As for you, mate, night's falling, I'd pack a bag if I were you. Especially if you're that so stuck up about what's going to happen to this village.
You hurt. Would that repel like you just
You all dressed up for me, Hildy.
Maybe for you. Maybe for another. Come over later. I might be home.
You've no respect for our cousins. Not you, nor that witch, Yennefer.
Right.
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you, he likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast then. Just as I said.
Not so ordinary, yes, an ordinary monster. It is ordinary in terms of its classification, but it's also an ancient Leshen, which means it has a an extra few trinkets, a few more frills, but trinkets for the mantelpiece, that kind of thing. It's not so ordinary.
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village, and to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshen's marked one of you. As long as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed, not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harold, I'm sure of it. You heard him.
Words aren't enough. Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Gotta use
You'll
my senses.
handle-
Find the one marked by the Woodland spirit.
You'll handle the rest. You know, that might make some people squirm, but it won't make me squirm. He's my paymaster. I have a far bigger task ahead of me. If you have to deal with that by, I don't know, slitting the throat or banishing them, so be it. Oh, it's begun, hasn't it? Alright, let me find this person for you.
Druids managed to keep
May your
the
axe never
curse.
crumble.
The pestilence still blows in the winds.
Let me hold your sword.
Swaddle all living creatures.
Did Sven visit today? Yeah, of course he will. I've seen him looking at you. Pull that one in.
The Leshen's chosen the girl. Damn it.
Oh, and isn't Sven sweet on her? Well, today we learn a lesson
In the curse. The
called a little sacrifice.
Just for example.
Right, I should get prepared to face this lesson. Whatever you guys do here, nothing to do with me as long as I don't get caught up in anything.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
Well, well, you could exile the Marked One. I'm gonna give you options here, but ultimately it's your decision.
No one needs to die. The marked one should leave the village. That's enough. If they never return, the Leshen will never be reborn.
Did you hear what the Witcher said? We've but to banish the elders to have peace for all time.
It's Hilda. I'm gonna be straight. Your decision from here.
The Leshen's marked Hilda.
Hilda?
We must banish her. Said so yourself.
But she's one of us. For the good of the village, Sven. Drive her out. Make sure she knows she's not to return. Ever.
You wanna go with us, Sven? Now I can kill the Leshen. Honestly, I'd like to ask you that, but to be honest, now I can kill the Leshen. This is a contract, as long as you're gonna be here to pay me at the end of it.
Killing the Leshen won't be easy. Stay out of my way while I hunt. Go to your homes, stay inside. If I don't come back, send someone to Kaer.
We'll do as you say. Don't let us down, Witcher.
That's a nice touch. Send someone to Kaer. Although Yennefer won't be there anymore. Hey, you can tell crack on crate.
Leshen's territory begins here. Need to destroy all the totems before I find the beast.
I agree. So, first and foremost, relics oil. And all the totems. Oh, here we go. This is not going to be an easy fight, is it? Not one bit. Let's not step on a bear trap or anything either. That would be embarrassing, to say the least. Ooh. Bloody hell. You don't like it. Scaring the crap out of me. Oh. That sword is not going away now, for my own sanity. Where's the other one? I was going to examine it, you know, like a witcher should, but no. I'm just going to blast all these down from a distance now. Oh. This Leshen could turn any old animal on me. You guys first, evidently. Oh!
Come on.
That kill you? Seriously? Apparently I blocked you to death. Result. Oh no, I do not like that. Okay, one more totem. It's like, I feel like moving. Is that like the spirit moving through the air? Ugh. Another pack. I'm gonna set you guys on fire. Far easier. Oh, I think I blew up the totem. Suppose I can only focus on one thing at a time. I'm just waiting for a lesson to jump out at me, though.
Not bad.
Progress. 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 And progress. There's one more. God. You know, probably the only time you'll catch me saying thank God there's one more totem, because that could have been a tight situation, having to fight all those and the tree spirits. I can still approach the altar if I'd like. In fact... yeah. Was that trying to drag me over to the dark side? Apparently it was. Although here there is, there's no lesser evil here, I'm afraid. Just gotta go right for it. Oh, here we go. Must be quick saving every 5 seconds up until this happens. Here we go. Oh, where's it gonna appear? Oh my god. That's disgusting. Okay, you wolves are susceptible to regular steel. Silver. That pleases me greatly. Okay. I've got the relic oil on. That do anything to you? Hit you in the back a few. Oh, you're on fire. Oh. The runestone actually worked. Not bad. Can I top up those flames? Apparently I can. Okay. You gonna try something? Around the bush. Right at the back.
How long you
What's
gonna
that?
make
More
me
wolves?
wait?
More wolves. Oh! Oh god, I'm making a hash of this! Missed. Where the hell? You're still there. Oh. Burn. Not a lot of mistakes there. Well, quite a few, but hey. A good amount for me. What does the Leshen Trophy give me anyway? Okay, what does it give me? Leshen Trophy, 5% bonus experience from monsters. No thank you. Where's my bonus gold? Bonus gold? Bonus herbs, that's what I want. Oh, you dismember. There we go, Necker Warrior. A nice one is that. Right, let's get back to the village. Collect your reward from Sven.
Go.
To get out of this bloody forest first. I have a feeling it's still going to try and kill me on the way out, even though the spirit's dead. Still life in here. Don't know for how much longer. But surely... I mean, I'm not going to talk about good versus evil. I'm just going to say, hey, if that woodland spirit is the host of this forest, keeping everything alive and all the game here and trading people and whatnot, but in particular with the wildlife, surely if that is the host causing things to be so... have all the wildlife here, surely that's like a false hope to begin with. Like a, quote, bad thing from the very beginning, rotten at the core, despite the good it gives. I don't know, not for me to speculate that. And what have we got here?
Hey there.
Hey! Look at this. Told you the Witcher had solved this.
What happened?
You rid us of the beast, we rid ourselves of its accomplices. Don't worry, our agreement stands. I earned your coin, you did.
You're a murderer, this is none of my business. Frankly, no, this is none of my business. Sorry about Hilda, by the way.
Peasant squabbles. Just not interested.
Oh, wise words. You're not from here. You can't understand. What are you staring at, people? Justice has been served. Go to your homes. And you, Witcher, on your way. No monsters left round here.
Got rid of a spirit. That's all I've done. That's how I'm going to justify it anyway. Let me get the hell out of here. Although, is the blacksmith and such still open? I don't know. Oh, dear. In the heart of the woods. Bleeding Neck. Bleeding Neck. Fairlund's supposed guardian turned out to be a Leshen, a rare and dangerous monster that can force animals, plants, and, as it soon became clear, even people to do its bidding. For generations, the villagers that worshipped it and offered its sacrifices. All the while, it leached off their life force, a parasite masquerading as a guardian. A band of young warriors led by Sven questioned the old order and asked Geralt to take care of the monster in the manner of witches. Geralt agreed. While he was away tracking the Leshen in the nearby woods, Sven decided to usher in the new era himself by murdering all the village elders. When Geralt arrived back in the settlement, it was too late to save it from fratricidal bloodshed. He thus collected his reward from a man who had killed more people in one afternoon than the monster had in years, and walked away from the village without a backwards glance. That describes it pretty well, actually. It's, hey, do you want to get caught up in, the morals and all the I hate to call it the nitty-gritty, but I'm gonna. The nitty-gritty of what's just happened here. Sure, you can. What does that mean? Avenging them? Killing Sven and his order and depleting the village further? There's other villages. People can migrate. As for here, I've done my job. Got rid of a parasite. Whether people were thankful for me for doing it, or not. Now we look on to other things. What is nearby? Missing son. I do have... Oh, practice some in advanced alchemy. You know, I do have that. Oh, you know what? That'll be quick to do. I have to, free off the druid in a nearby village. Convince him to talk to Gremist. And there's also that news of the missing miners with that troll I ran into. 2 birds in 1 stone there, and I'll be close enough to the druid's camp that I can get across to Gremist then thereafter. Not bad. Not bad at all. Then I think I'll head west and do my tour of Ardskellig. In the meantime then, I shall go and find Fritjof. There you are. Wonder where you were. Let's go.
Whoa there, Roach.
Is he here? Somewhere? Apparently. Is... That's just a little further on, isn't it? Check the notice and... Right. So let me find this Fritjof first. Where is he going to be residing?
Once I begin, you must all enter your homes, shut the windows, lock the doors. I don't like this. Shouldn't be risking your life for us. But do as you say.
Oh, look at that. Is that tamed wolf? Next to... Definitely tamed next to all the lambs. Hello.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me. Drifter, stranger, mutant. Sometimes even by my name. Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! A man with a sense of humor. I like that. Well, what can I do for you, Geralt of Rivia?
Gremist wants to see you, though I suspect I can do something for you, which I may agree for a price.
Gremist wanted me to summon you. Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my mind. Look about you. The ground. See how dry it is. It's not rained for weeks. The grass in pastures has withered. Sheep are starving. I must bring rain, but fear that... Wait just a moment. Perhaps you could help me.
How? I'm a man of many talents, but manipulating the weather's not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill, involving your sword. You see, Mother Nature dislikes it when you take something from her by force. She will defend herself. So fiercely, in fact, that I could use a defender myself. What do you say?
2 observations. That tamed wolf behind you, was quite a bloodlust. Well, a lot of blood leaking from its maw. And red eyes. Fiercely red eyes. And I don't know if you looked at the sky. I don't know if because it's just dark, but it looks fairly cloudy to begin with. Fairly overcast. Fairly clouds ready to drop its rain. But, deal. Favour for a favour. We shouldn't be here long, shall we?
Sure, I'll help. Provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me. Time for a little storm.
We could get on, me and you. Right, I've got some swallow white raffids. Even got the geese.
Animal sacrifice?
Should we burn folk at the stake as they do on the continent? Better a sacrifice of goats and sheep, I think.
You're a funny fella, you. lay into it, why don't you?
It's starting.
Right, another babysitting task. Necrophages. One at a time. Oh, I hate foglets so much. That runestone is working wonders. I need to protect this guy. That wolf is the real MVP. Oh! Did you just have Quen on? Because I didn't have Quen on, did I? No. What was that? Ah!
How long are you gonna make me wait?
Oh my god. What is this? I have to just keep moving. These guys just burst out so quickly. That it's just, look at that. I'm out of everything. Oh, this is tense. There is a lot of them. What else have I got? Dancing Star. Will it do the deed? Oh, that's doing work. Don't do it again. That. Oh, God. You done?
A storm, damn it.
Damn it.
I've not managed a storm that fine for ages. Did you see the drops? The size of eggs.
A little busy tending to the foglets. They weren't small either.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, they always emerge. But perhaps that's for the best.
Yes, perhaps. For the best? Well, actually, why?
For the best. Why?
If manipulating the weather carried no risks, it'd not give me peace. Make it rain, make the sun shine. Some would want storms, others a sea calm as a pond frozen over. This way folk petition me only when their need is great, not because they've had a whim.
I get it. There are times I wish I didn't have to chase this necker or that drowner.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Get out of your cake and eat it. Will you go see Grimace now?
Will you go see Grimace now?
With pleasure. After a storm of those proportions, I should gladly have it to help him with his ritual. Till then.
Uh-huh. Well done. A lot of looting to do. A lot of rib leaf, too. How many bodies are there to loot? And that wolf did surprisingly well in staggering those foglets. Invaluable. I think this is it. Yes, so. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to pop in, check the notice board. And then, I'll go see the contract poster about these missing miners. And to be honest, I mean, it's a contract which I stumbled in on, like halfway through it. I didn't see it there from the beginning, so I'm expecting some confusion on my part and his part. And then ultimately, I'm not really expecting a good reaction, especially if he's related to these missing miners. Or if he's just from the village in general. I'm certainly not expecting any kind of payment, but hey, it's a decent thing to do, I suppose, to let them know what's happened. Right. About Hjordis. Old warrior looking to join a raid. You heard the Black Ram, Ram's Head. Or power somewhere else. Contract missing miners. You'll not come as news to most, but let me repeat for the ignorant. A few of our lads went looking for the ore in the mountains and never returned. They must have run into trouble, and since those brave warriors couldn't handle it themselves, it must have been serious trouble indeed. That's why I'm looking for a brave man to go up and suss out what's become of them. Whoever does so will get gold to match his glory. Yeah, village elder of Blandair. Right then, let's go speak to Gyar. I know what's happened to them, but the question is, will he keep to his word in a notice? I'm not expecting him to. I'm really not. And judging by the weather, God, it's a night for bad news, isn't it? Knock knock.
Not too many parties in the Isles in the olden days. Greetings, Watcher.
Hear about the missing miners.
Your miners are dead. Not one of you knew a troll lived there?
We'd heard mention of it, but
But greed went out over reason.
not your place to judge us. What about the troll?
Left him in peace. Advise you to do the same.
Turn card, you mean? What kind of monster slayer are you? Out of my sight.
I'll repeat his words back at him, actually. You say going up there, it's not my place to judge you? Me, a witcher, leaving that monster alone after judging the merits of the situation. It's not your place to judge me.